Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking into something potentially really transformative for Ivory Coast, a new partnership focused on digital advancement.
Right. And we're drawing this from a press release detailing a meeting.
Exactly. A meeting between EON Reality, their, big and immersive tech, and a key technology leader from Ivory Coast.
So the goal here is to really understand what this could mean. What are the collaboration areas?
Yeah, what does it signal for the country's development path?
It seems like a really interesting intersection.
Huh.
You've got this global tech expertise meeting a nation that's clearly ready for, well, a digital leap.
Okay, so let's start with EON Reality. Who are they exactly?
Well, they're described as a world leader in AR and VR.
Augmented and virtual reality.
Right. Specifically for knowledge transfer in industry and education. They've been doing this for about 25 years.
Quarter of a century, wow.
Yeah.
And they're launching something called Spatial AI University next year, 2025.
Yeah, that sounds like it's pushing beyond just standard online courses, integrating AI into those immersive spaces.
Personalized learning, maybe.
Could be. Very effective virtual training, potentially. Their history definitely shows they're serious about using this tech for learning.
Okay, and on the Ivory Coast side, the key figure mentioned is Kafana Sessione.
Yes, he's the president of the Ivorian Society of Tropical Technology, I2T.
I2T, got it.
And significantly, he's the former director general of ONECI. That's the National Office of Civil Status and Identification.
Ah, so digital identity, that seems very relevant.
Extremely relevant. That experience means he gets the importance of secure digital ID right from the ground up for any, digital transformation effort.
And his current role is in tropical technology. That's an interesting mix.
It suggests a broad perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Understanding the tech foundations, but also specific sectoral needs, like maybe agriculture.
So the press release says EON Reality basically presented their XR and AI ecosystem to Mr. Sessione.
To see how their tools could match up with Ivory Coast's digital priorities.
And apparently the talks were exceptionally insightful. That's EON's description.
That phrasing usually means they found common ground pretty quickly, like concrete areas where the tech meets a real need.
Okay, so what are those potential areas? The release mentioned a few. First up, digital skills development.
Right, using immersive XR training, things like virtual laboratories.
So you get hands-on practice without needing, say, a massive physical lab.
Exactly. It makes advanced training potentially more accessible, scalable, and safer too.
Interesting. Then there's public service modernization.
Yeah, using AI. Think AI-powered citizen services, maybe boosting e-government platforms.
That could really change how people interact with government services, make things smoother.
Definitely. More efficient, more responsive, potentially cutting through some of the red tape.
Agriculture was mentioned too. Smart farming simulations, precision agriculture training.
And that's huge for Ivory Coast, given the importance of agriculture to their economy.
So this could mean better resource use, maybe higher yields.
Better training for farmers, definitely. All contributing to economic growth and, food security.
And then, circling back to Mr. Sessione's background, digital identity systems.
Yes, integrating spatial computing with identity frameworks.
Spatial computing. So using 3D space somehow with digital ID, how would that work?
Well, it could add new layers of security, maybe enable more complex verification, link more services securely to that identity. It sounds quite advanced.
The release also noted that EON's chairman felt Mr. Sessione's experience bridges urban and rural needs.
That's a crucial point. Digital transformation can't just be a city thing. It needs to work for everyone. His background seems to reflect that understanding.
And this wasn't just talk, right? EON Reality submitted a formal proposal.
That's what it says. A comprehensive proposal to the relevant ministries and agencies in Ivory Coast. It's a serious next step.
Shows they're keen to move forward.
Absolutely. Productive initial discussion leading to a concrete plan.
One last piece. They mentioned EON's grant guarantee program. Apparently it's worked in other African countries.
Yeah, Kenya, South Africa, Morocco were listed. It's likely a financial model to help make these kinds of large-scale projects, feasible.
De-risking the investment, maybe?
Something like that. Facilitating the adoption of these new technologies.
Okay, so pulling it all together, this looks like it could be a really significant development for Ivory Coast. Boosting skills, modernizing services across different sectors.
It certainly has that potential.
So for you listening, here's something to think about. How might this kind of strategic integration, immersive tech, AI, fundamentally change not just public services, but maybe economic opportunities in rapidly developing nations globally.
It's definitely a space to watch. The potential impact is quite profound.
Indeed. Thanks for exploring this with us on the deep dive.